The Color Duo is a 2-channel mic preamp with color and a line input. Wait, cut. The Color Duo is a 2-channel line level processor with mic preamps. Wait, and color. The Color Duo is a 2-channel color processor with both mic preamps and line input. Okay, so if you know the color format, you know that it is all about real analog plugins that are modular, that you can swap around and mix and match for different types of saturation, compression, and in short, analog color. And so the Color Duo attempts to be the ultimate host for the color format. And it is, as I eloquently said, a mic preamp, a line level processor, but overall a color processor. So let's start with the mic preamps. The CP5 mic preamp, which is our 500 series mic preamp, has been a popular clean mic preamp with color, and so why mess with success? That is what we've put in the Color Duo. It's based on the design philosophy of a clean wire with gain, that is pristine, low noise, capture the signal without any artifacts. Because then you're going to be adding the artifacts with the color if you so choose. But if the session doesn't call for it, hey, you've got 2 really nice mic preamps with 66 dB of gain each on hand. They've also got high-pass filters and your typical pad, polarity, phantom power, etc. And then you'll see this mic line switch here. That's where you go into line mode if you want to use the palette as a send or as an insert during tracking. So on the back, we've got balanced line and mic inputs. So you could have both these hooked up at the same time. In fact, that's ideal because then you can just switch between them on the front panel, and switching between a tracking session and mixing is just the click of a button, and you don't have to do any wiring back here. So in line or mic mode, you have access to 3 colors per channel. You could do pairs, as I've done here, kind of 2 of each color. For stereo, the Color Duo is great for stereo because they've got stepped controls for everything here, very easy to dial in and match between channels. Each color has a switch to engage or disengage it. That switch doubles as an indicator for which color is in that socket. The colors set the hue of these LEDs. So if you know the hue of the colors you've got, you can at a glance say, okay, look, I've got my fuzz, the Mojo Maestro, and my 15 IPS tape saturation, just by looking at it. And then you have trim here. After you've kind of set the colors where you want them, you use the trim to get back to unity gain, and then the mix control. Now, this is where the creative possibilities really get multiplied from previous color hosts. So let's say you want to thicken up a vocal or something. You could really crank all these colors, set the trim where you want it, and then just dial in a tiny bit of color. This is great for thickening up stuff like bass, drum room mics, vocals, or go the other way. You've got a tone you really like, but it's just not slapping quite right because you've lopped off all the transients with your fuzz. Dial in a bit of the dry signal. Now you're getting the best of both worlds, those transients and the thickness from the colors. So tons of options with the mix control. And then finally, swapping colors is kind of part of the point of the format. So we've made that a whole lot easier with this drawer feature. So now you can pull out the colors. They snap in and out, so you can move them around. Different signal paths, different orders for the same colors can sound very different. This is just like any other signal path. What's before and what's after really matters, so you can try switching stuff around and then just put it back in, fasten those thumb screws again, and you're back on with the session. So that is a quick look at the Color Duo. I hope you find it as exciting as I do, and thank you so much for watching.